Pop Squat. Coming at ya. Hey everybody. I forgot to mention on the first video, I remembered yesterday that I had forgotten to do the drawing on Monday for the 5,000 subscriber gift winner person. So I did that yesterday as soon as I finished doing everything else, and emailed them. They wrote back to me, it's already sent out. I already got the notification from Amazon that it is on its way. So congratulations to VVS Malibu. You can go look at the page where they left the comment, and I let them know there, and then I emailed them as well. We're all set. So that is our winner. Thank you very much. I sent out another copy of the Volume 1 of Hip Hop Family Tree, because I'm a big comic book geek, and that series is pretty darn cool. And it's, I think, also published by Fantagraphics, which is a Seattle company, so I'm happy to support them. They've been around a long time. I used to work in comic and game distribution, so I don't really know the publishers, but I know the company very well. And they're a great company, absolutely fantastic company. They've got a great store, at least they did. I don't know if they still do, down in Georgetown here in the Seattle area. So that is on its way to VVS Malibu. Thank you very much for watching. You guys are extra super crazy as well because, sorry, I'm in the midst of uploading a video. We just hit 5,000, right? Last week Monday, so 10 days ago. And we are currently at 6,832 subscribers. So you people are all crazy sharing my stuff, and if you're not, then I guess it's showing up in front of a lot of people on YouTube, and they're finding out about it there. I don't know how any of it works. And I don't really care, other than it's fun to see the number go up, and hey, you know, if it keeps growing, then great. Then we just do more of this, and it's fun. This suggestion came from a lot of people, but what pushed it to today was some money sent in by Raymond. And I don't believe Raymond said anything about not saying their name. So, Raymond, thank you for getting this to the top of the list. This is Summrs with Later Not Buy. It is from 2020. Wow, late in 2020, December 30th of 2020 it says. Produced by either iankon or iankon, iankon. And both of those are a guess too. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said something about, like, oh, you should cover your screen or reduce the opacity on these videos because they are picky about what their like their copyright basically on it. And I don't know if that's gonna be an issue. Filters? What does this do? Anything? No, I don't see anything. Forget that. I'm not worried about it. I haven't had any issues with it so far. If it does become an issue, then it'll just delay the video for some amount of time until the copyright clears, because this is protected. What I do on this channel is a protected thing. You can do reactions to videos. It doesn't matter if they legally allow it or not, because it's legal. There you go. Not concerned. Let's jump in. 2 minutes 36 seconds. Summrs, Later Not Buy. Produced by iankon, I guess.
No, you're dead. I said the same thing. And I'm supposed to be going to Houston as soon as football kid comes in. Your mom said you'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully I'll answer my news so I can trade my car in. If so, I'll see you all on it back. I'll let you know. Love you. Have a blessed day.
I love you forever. Never forget anything you ever told me. I promise. You let me out of this world, I ain't gonna lie, cry for 3 days about it.
No, I didn't have the volume up loud enough. I gotta start that over, because that beginning section is really, it's in the lyrics here, but it's really distorted because it sounds like it's coming over like a police radio, but I think what it actually is coming over like a phone line, or it's a voice message that's then been altered beyond that, and so it's a little hard to really make out. Oh, it says voicemail from Brenda. Okay, so this must be. Oh, so this is related. Oh, this is related to the death of his grandmother. I think was Brenda. I think, and that makes sense, right? Yes, I'm remembering this now. People had sent in some information that she had died, and this was sort of the song about him talking about her death. And oh, it's gonna be hard. Okay, let's go again.
Tell your dad I said the same thing. And I'm supposed to be going to Houston as soon as football kid comes in. Your mom said you'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully I'll answer by then so I can trade my car in. If so, I'll give you all on it back. I'll let you know. Love you. Have a blessed day.
I love you forever. Never forget anything you ever told me. I promise. You let me out of this world, I ain't gonna lie. Cry for 3 days about it. Nigga play with your name, he gon' die about it. Yeah, my feelings in this cup, I hate to see you cry, mama. Yeah. You hate it when we say bye, cause it's not bye, you always say later. Can't visit you 2 weeks ago, I wish I would've stayed later. They doubted me from the start, but you always seem greater in me. And I love you with all my heart, you always been there since I was a child. Now you gone and I swear this shit feels so wild. It don't seem real, but for you I'd kill. It's a lot of pain on my mind. I was always there for you, you was always there for me. Every time I call, I never hit a beat. And you know that I'm strong, but this shit hurt me. It hurt the whole family, it's something we can't believe. I had fell to my knee when I seen you on that floor, wishing you would breathe. I couldn't believe my eyes, I hadn't seen. Yeah. On Christmas night, I ain't get to sleep. Wish I would've stopped by a little sooner. Just seen your text, you wanted me to sing for you. Here you go, baby girl, this is all for you. Show you how much I appreciate you, I ain't get to. And I cherish all of the moments that we spent too. You was always that person I could just vent to. And I mean that when I said that I would kill for you. Cause I know for a fact you'll do the same too.
Yeah, I mean, I can let the rest of this play, and I will, but it sounds like it's just going to be music, so I'll let it play as I talk. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that just total heartbreak of somebody he loves dying, and everything he says is true, and it's the weirdest thing when somebody dies and then you think about, oh, I was going to tell them this, or oh, I was going to do that, or oh, I should have stayed a little bit longer, they asked me to stay, I should have had dinner with them, that's what they wanted, but I wanted to go home early because I was tired, and whatever. I mean, like, and I've even gone through being, this is with my ex-wife and her grandfather. He was in hospice, and actually in some place, and we had gone to see him, and we spent a while with him. He was not doing well. He was kind of hurting a little bit, but literally on his deathbed, and because that's what hospice is. And we left, and before we got out of the parking lot, my ex-wife's family called and said, "Come back, Grandpa just died." So I mean, that stuff happens, and it sucks, and it's stupid, and then you feel stupid, and you feel like you did something wrong, but you didn't. It's just life. That's just what happens. Like, there are weird timing things that happen, and it's one of the things that I particularly love about, and seems like I'm really jumping tracks here, but I was talking about this the other day with somebody. It's one of the things I really love about comedians writing dramatic series, because they include absurd things that dramatic writers don't think of. Like, there's a really good, surprisingly good, Amy Schumer TV show on Hulu or Peacock or something. I don't know what series or what Netflix, I don't know what streaming service it's on. But I watched the whole thing because I love comedy and I love comedians. And it's mainly written, I believe, or at least inspired by, and definitely has a big control by Amy Schumer herself, and with Michael Cena in it. And it was really cool because there's a part in the first episode or second episode where her boyfriend, that they like go to her birthday party, and her boyfriend is going to propose to her, and he gets down and proposes to her, and she's not ready for it at all, and in the midst of this proposal she gets a call that her mother has died. And that's just the sort of stuff that happens in life that isn't tidy and handy, and it just, everything works out. So yeah, I get everything he's saying in here, and he obviously just loved this woman, and I'm sure they didn't have a 100% perfect relationship that, you know, comes across whenever you're writing about somebody, especially somebody who's just passed recently. And because I'm sure there had to be conflict and things that they disagreed on and whatever, but none of that matters, because right now all he's feeling is that she's gone, and that he doesn't get to see her again. And how, I mean, what does he say here? It feels like it's not real. And that's what it feels like. Yeah, where did that go? I mean, he said basically exactly those words. Wow, was it in the midst of this? Yeah, we don't say goodbye, we say later, hence the name of the song. Came to visit you 2 weeks ago. I wish I would have stayed later. They doubled me from the start. She's always seen greater in him. And so she was somebody he trusted and loved. And again, we come back to those two words on the channel, right? Like, if you have somebody you love, you can trust them. And if you can trust somebody, then you can love them. And that's why we get into trouble with so many things, is because people do things to betray that trust. And it is literally the only thing we have. And he trusted her to tell him the truth. He trusted her to support him when he needed it, and to be good to him, and to maybe not be judgmental as somebody else might be, because she knew, yeah, he just trusted her. And it's just weird when they go. It's very, very weird when they disappear all of a sudden, and you're just like, how did that happen? How are you just not here anymore? And that's just what happens. That's it. You don't get a second chance to say anything. You don't get to know the last time you get to have sex with your partner. You don't get to know the last time you kiss somebody. You don't get to know... I read an article the other day about a guy who was writing in about abortion and how he supported a woman's right to an abortion, even though he was, and get this, pretty sure he had had sex for the last time in his life. And he was obviously an older guy. But to know that sort of thing, like, you're going to experience that in your life. You're going to do things for the last time, and sometimes you won't even realize it when you're doing it. Like, you walk down a street, and then 2 weeks later, maybe you move away somewhere else, or a month later, 2 months later, you'll never walk down that street again. And maybe it was a super important place to you. It's crazy, and this is what people do every day, what they go through, what they have to deal with, and then we're still dicks to each other, which I don't understand. Like, we all have these things going on in our lives, and this is just a super sweet song, and I hope it helped him. I absolutely noticed that you can understand pretty much every single word in here. Her voicemail is a little iffy, but his voice comes through perfectly clearly. You can make out every single lyric, and I think it was because, even though a lot of his music is a little dreamier than this, he wanted this information to get across to people. He wanted to get it out of his system in a way that other people would understand and would maybe identify with him a little bit and allow him to have the time to kind of recover a little bit. And they're all conscious choices. Every single part of his performance and what he wrote was a conscious choice, and he wanted us to understand what he was going through. And it's a good song, and it sounds good. So even if it weren't about what it's about, it would be a really good song because it does sound really good. And because of what it's about, it's just that much more meaningful. It's a super sweet, loving, honest, raw song. So the only people who wouldn't like this are contrary and jerks, and I wouldn't want to know them. It's a good song. It's just a flat out good song. Pop Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Anything else I have to tell you? No. I'll probably repeat some of the information about like the giveaway and whatever else that I said in the beginning. So keep watching. I'm probably going to do some more videos. Bye-bye.